What's going on is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. I don't understand Democrats. I am truly confused about why Democrats do what they do. So yesterday, obviously, we know that Trump has been getting the budget together. And one of the things that happened before Trump even took office was they did a temporary solution for making sure that we keep the government funded and we keep the offices open by basically not doing a full year budget, but they basically did a temporary budget that allowed for us to continue to, keep the government open, keep workers working and payroll going and all of that stuff, military funded and everything, right? And so yesterday, basically what happened was Republicans had to band together, which is one of the reasons why we needed to control all three branches of government. They had to band together, and I think that they passed it like 217 to 215, all Republicans except for one. And none of the Democrats actually voted for Trump's bill. And I don't know if they did it as a form of solidarity. I don't know if they did it because, they was just against Trump or whatever. Two of the things that were very important that was in that it's not the actual budget itself, it's the framework, right? It's basically the framework for them to be able to push it through over into other branches of government so that we can eventually get a budget together and vote on it. But the framework of it was basically tax cuts for everyday people. Now, this is one of the things that the Bernie Sanders of the world and the AOCs and the Jasmine Crockett, they want money to go for the people. And again, they're so hell-bent on not liking Trump and not trying to support anything that he does that they're basically showing their hand. They're showing you that it's less about the people and it's more about who their ops are. They're just like one big gang in Congress. And the way that you know this is the biggest things that was in it was even things that Kamala Harris copied from Trump. No tax on tips and no tax on overtime. The one thing that you can't say about Trump is that he is not exactly who he said that he is. He is not exactly who he said or he represent himself to be, and he's not going to do exactly what he said that he was going to do. He said that he was going to go after people that was in here illegally, especially first the people that's committed crimes while here, in addition to the people that crossed over into the border illegally. He said that. He said that he was going to audit every department of the federal government and that people would be mad and they would be pissed off and they would be, absolutely bothered by the fact that he's forcing them to, justify whether or not they're actually doing work, and they were going to find out how many licenses was happening. Did you know that they are paying tens of millions of dollars for some of these government buildings? That's not even 15%. They're occupied, but it's not even logins for these particular computers and things like that. And then so when he says, hey, listen, guys, I need people to send some bullet points of what they've done over the past week so that we can actually do a pulse check, which is normal in regular corporate America and private businesses. And then people falling out of their chair while at the same time acting like they deserve these jobs that we're basically subsidizing for them to live their lifestyle that they want. And we know that it's a lot of fraud and stealing and all of this stuff. And we're not going to get into that aspect of it. But then we get to the point where we can pass a resolution where people are really are incentivized to work harder, make more money, keep more money in their pocket. And, it allows for them to be more successful. No tax on tips, which Kamala Harris copied off of Trump. And then another step forward is no tax on overtime, which I believe would be transformational. And I was even skeptical about the possibility of that even being something that can get done. But then when we won, the House and all of that stuff, and we won all three branches of government, I said, wait a minute, we might be able to get some stuff done. And not one Democrat supported this. And in order for us to get anything done, we got to control all three branches of government. What is wrong with you guys? What in God's name is the problem? Why are you so hell-bent on being loyal? And this is one of the reasons why Eric Adams over in New York, the mayor of New York, had to basically defect away from Democrats because they was telling you to be a good little Democrat, in his words, according to what he said on Tucker Carlson, be a good little Democrat and just do what we do or do what we tell you to do instead of doing the thing that's in the best interest of the people. Do you know that everything does not have to be a Republican or Democrat issue? Sometimes it's just what's best for people. Sometimes somebody can come up with an idea that is across the aisle from you, and it could be something that could be beneficial or transformational for the people in your district. But no, they don't want to do that. They don't want to have that conversation. The only thing that they want to do is stay in form, in frame, and just do this. I mean, this is one of the reasons why Tulsi Gabbard had to defect away from the Democrat Party, because they become too far left, too raging liberal, and they don't do the thing that's in the interest of the people. They don't. It's one of the reasons why you had RFK Jr. having to endorse Trump, because it's like, okay, wait a minute. Let's get some logic and some civility back in the office. Let's update and focus on what's in our food so everybody not dying from cancer. Let's focus on, making sure that people have a way up and a way out, and that they're not overtaxed. One of the things that y'all keep complaining about, which is a lie, is that all Republicans care about is giving tax cuts to the billionaires. They can't even attack the millionaires no more, because most of the people that are in Congress are millionaires. DC is flooded with liberal millionaires. So they can't say, hey, it's millionaires that we're going after, millionaires and billionaires. They got to say, we're going after billionaires now, because almost all of them are a part of the millionaire class. And so they don't do the thing that's working best for y'all. Listen, you can keep staying on board, staying in frame, keep trying to act like, the people that you elected are working for you in your district. But I'm telling you, they are the enemy of the people. They have no interest. They might as well not show up. They're not even going to do their jobs. All they doing is just voting in solidarity for something that they know is not going to happen, instead of supporting different ideas that may be transformational and best for the American people. When you go through a transformation, in order to make a company healthy, in order to make yourself healthy, you have to drain the fat, drain the swamp, get that nasty stuff up out of you. Yo, fam, you almost practically got to go through a spiritual colonic. You got to go through a financial colonic. You got to go through a physical colonic. And if y'all not tired of these super liberal, warmongering, stealing, frauding, posturing, DEI, advocating for, I want to delete babies as a form of contraception, philosophizing, stealing, thefting. I spent $1.5 billion on a presidential campaign for what? So we can continue to steal everything blind, having Democratic plantation. If y'all can't get off of that, then that's a problem. That's genuinely a problem, and we got bigger problems as far as your mentality. They've indoctrinated you. They've marketed it to you so well, and you just going along to get along. It is the dumbest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life, and y'all just rocking with it, and y'all don't question it. Y'all don't hold y'all's legislators accountable. The only time that y'all come together is to protest deportation of people that's not supposed to be here in the first place. Bad attitudes. You know that your homeboys and your homegirls in the federal government got mouse wigglers to where it keeps their computer active and it doesn't shut down. But we know, and they know that they don't. Fam, I know people that work for the federal government. And again, and I told y'all this yesterday, that quiet quitted a long time ago and they still getting the paycheck. And I'm like, why would we resign when we can just get the money for free? It ain't no point. Real talk. I know people that have quiet quit a long time ago in the federal government, and they just getting paychecks from these jobs. And one of the reasons that they piss is because the spigot is about to be turned off. This country is broke, and the money need to go back to the people. Y'all didn't complain when all of this money was going over to these illegal migrants, and now y'all against the resolution to make sure that the money go back to the people, that no tax on tips and overtime? Really? Seriously? I love to get y'all thoughts. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Henley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. We're about to head into the studio for the Millionaire Morning Show. Hopefully we don't get pulled over today. I got pulled over yesterday. Got me a nice fat ticket. Hopefully I can pull the body cam footage, and maybe we could do a review video of it. Anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Peace.